Good morning, and welcome to another edition of a program we call Kures right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can discuss issues them where they come from the different newspaper them, and at some point we can bring some issues them where you go really look for you. So we don't come back today and we can look at the issue them, and after which we will bring come the guest them inside the program. So that we basically can look at the different story them where we don't hear and see waiting they actually get with regards the story there, so where we don't hear. And we not waste any more time. We go straight into the program, but as we come, not forget for like and share, and as well not forget for no say you get a responsibility, and the responsibility now for make Lewy reach the 100,000 as we talk about 76,866 sorry. 76,866 subscribers, where we can refer to as family members. On YouTube and on Facebook we talk about 57,000. So thank you very much, but please continue for being the ambassador and share this particular program. We'll go now to the different paper inside the program and begin look at them one after the other. The first one we will look at this morning now is the News Watch. We say new raises concerns over early voting. Local officials pay the price for government inaction on illegal trawlers. This is another story for inside the News Watch. The next paper, the Night Watch, we say 3 bags of rice supplied, 3 bags on the way. Police management and the APC red notice expires. ECSL lacks transparency, says new. We get some Sankara newspaper we say Gento is our only solution for Freetown. President Bio reforms major development in a week. And you as well get voters snub APC's campaigners. And last minute nightmare for APC. 11 political parties condemn Samoa presidency hopeless. The next one, now the Congo Times newspaper, we say we will make sure no miscreant keeps the country ungovernable. ONS coordinator. And Bio's 5-year is characterized by documented human rights abuses. You as well get today is World Sickle Cell Day. Call to implement screening of newborn. And 203,000 persons to observe June 24th election. This is another story for you inside this edition of the Concord Times newspaper. The next paper where we get inside the program this morning. Now the Salon Compass we say counting the NIG gains. President Bio light up Kailaun. You as well get ECSL lack of transparency, new validate APC's concern. You get the next paper when the Calabash says 72 hours ultimatum expires. What next for APC? And High Commission of India in Freetown celebrates 9th International Day of Yoga. As June 24th polls draw near, ONS issues stamp warning to miscreate. President Bio denounces hate speech and calls on APC hierarchy to maintain sanity. 1,000 Okadas and Keke raffle winner turn landlord. Okay, it's fine. This is important. We can talk about this quickly because we get somebody winning and then that area there. Former President Anes Baikroma breaks silence. The next paper at the Expo Time will say why President Bio deserves a second term with no runoff. Security head warned against political violence threats. IMC suspend phone ins at 3 radio stations. Okay, SLPP fires back at APC. The next paper at the LEONE newspaper will say if electoral process is transparent, Samuel Kamara is next president. Bio's throwback to dictatorship should be crushed. And Sunrise Network donate to APC big boost to campaign effort. This another story for inside this edition. News 24, as the LEONE continued to gain strength, President Bio's sound economic policies demystify foreign exchange rates. Come rain, come shine, we will honor all our campaign dates, SLPP supporters promise. LEONE passes ICAO safety audit 2023. The future media say as Abdullahi Koka maintains professionalism, ONS boss spits fire. ECSL under pressure to do the right thing. And IGP Fayasello says free traffic flow on polling day. Vindicator say save the children, CFN and / call for end to child abuse. Westminster Foundation trains parliamentary press gallery on gender-sensitive reporting. U.S. Supreme Court posed to issue several high-profile rulings. Intern newspaper say Gento Kamara Freetown for we all, manifesto at a glance. Gento for mayor. Gento Babatunde. You as well get / condemn attack on Umaru Fofana by APC supporters. The Global Times says security on alert ahead of June 24th election. President Bio light up Kailaun. President Bio launched Kailaun Koidu Road project. Modern C say we will not allow anyone to make this country ungovernable. President Bio light up Kailaun, the state. I will celebrate Day of the African Child with homeless children in Makeni. The Independent Observer say after Samuel Kamara's controversial slam, SLPP fires back. ONS boss speaks on national security threats. Voice of Salone, Fatima Bio threatens to expose APC traitors. ECSL boss challenges APC presidential candidate, and the police arrest 2 suspects for stealing tricycle. IMC popularizes election coverage and reporting regulations. RENIP commits to provide 15 million jobs. This is another story for you inside this edition of The Voice of Salone. Okay, we'll take a very short break, and then when we come back just now, for let we come and talk about the different issues them we don't already see from the different newspaper them inside the program this morning. No good say this is the program Colores right on we are now YouTube and on Facebook. Outside we can deal with different issues them we get for do with the country in development. Now just take this short break, and then when we come back just now we can discuss the issues there.
One of the biggest issues in the 2020 audit report was when Audit Service LEONE audited the office of the president, that of the vice president, and the first lady. In this report, these offices are not mentioned.
Not only those offices that you mentioned, a lot of offices are not there. And I think,
is it deliberate?
Why not? Not deliberate. Audit will have a process. The process is very clear. Last year we did our 400 or something audits, and now I think we only have about 100 or something in the Auditor General's annual report. Some people want to know why. I think if the attention, the scrutiny that was paid to the office of the president, if those attention and scrutiny are actually focused on other institutions, I think we'll start to get the dividend that we need. Because I remember when the 2020 report came, every sector.
So why were they not in?
Oh my brother! In fact, this year we commended them because on all the issues that we raised, they were ready and prepared to respond to almost everything. So there was nothing material actually to have been brought into the Auditor General's report.
No, but there are other areas, there are other institutions you audited, and things are very clear, and you clearly mentioned in the report.
Yes, and they are not there. They are not in the
So is the report only to capture the anomalies?
Irregularities, yes, irregularities that I think needs to be improved, because most of the issues that we
so in 2021 there were no irregularities.
There were no irregularities that is material enough to have been brought into the Auditor General's
So the office of the president, the office of the first lady, and the office of the vice president.
No irregularities that is material enough to have been brought into the Auditor General's annual report.
Okay.
Remember the provision in the 1991 Constitution makes it very clear, section 119, I still repeat this, section 4, that those irregularities that are of material nature, that has been brought to the attention of the auditorial, that needs to be brought to the attention of the people of Sierra Leone through Parliament, has to be reported in the auditorial annual report. Because that's why when you look at the 2021 report, remember I said we are a listening institution. I remember when 2020 came out, oh, voluminous report, some people were even saying there are some other immaterial, irrelevant issues in this 2020 report. Irrelevant in the sense, we are of the view that, oh, let's bring it.
All right, welcome back. We just to give you a flashback, let we get, a taste of waiting they happen. They expect other people for joining inside the program, but for now we just get one person. We na Abdul Fonti, then at the strategic communication unit as well, then at the State House. Now then they in terms of publicizing the good image of the government. So Abdul Fonti don't join inside the program. We expect Titus for joining inside the program or Alusign. So we join with just now anyway. So Abdul Fonti, welcome again to the program. To yes.
Good morning, Sengbe Pierre, and then good morning to family where they watching this.
I see the campaign face by.
Bad, now the provinces man they come also.
Campaign easy or easy.
We're around this country at least 3 times now with the new direction message, and I think say the message they resonate well with the people there.
Now, easy campaign or not?
Well, I would say it is easy because unlike the other political parties, we get a presidential candidate, we're easy for sale. We get a message, we're good for the people of this country. The only part we're not easy, just imagine touring this country for the 3rd time now. You're happy to be with your people. You don't go some side, you don't go corner, for example. You see the kind turnout ready there, you go on for go do and back. So, then the side and the way not easy. But with regards to selling our presidential candidate, and with regards to selling the good message for Sierra Leone in the next 5 years, I think now be the easiest work than I believe even with the communication people it's a job where you go on for do always.
So it's good that I know say the campaign very much easy for now because on a message but I find out something from the campaign of the president and that of the first lady. 2 key messages always there like everywhere in the campaign, and the 2 messages now Adebayo and the APC. Why is that? Why every time Adebayo APC?
Well, firstly, we did in an electoral competition with the APC. So no way they go campaign and we not mention the APC because you need for highlight the difference between the APC and the SLPP, and then you able for tell the people them waiting set we presidential candidate apart from the other presidential candidates, and you need for also tell the people them the difference between the APC paper and the SLPP manifesto, so that the people able for know the difference. So there is no way you go embark on a political campaign and then mention the APC. That is one. And on the side of Adebayo, you go call say where His Excellency the President be the campaign in 2018. One of the things that will make the people of this country be vote in, not because in be promised the people say we in come and go able for maintain the peace and go able for restore law and order in this country. So if anybody day where they threaten that peace day, if anybody day where they incite violence, where they preach chaos, I believe say now the primary responsibility of His Excellency the President for able for name and shame that person there, and all the people them where they sponsor that person there, where they give them specific instructions for target decent Sierra Leoneans. So that now simply the 2 reasons, the reasons why you continue for your reading name Adebayo, now the campaign messages or the campaign trail of the APC, of the SLPP, and of course why you also they continue for Yeri Samura Kamara in name, and why the president continue for they remind the people of this country say if the economy of this country they like how in day so today now as a result of the direct work of Samura Kamara.
So before we go to that day, you just talk about Adebayo, a journalist and not say you're very keen, you everything, then they going like every other day. You're very much sensitive with tweeting that happen at the social media. Whatever I talk here, one way or the other, you must hear here, and whatever somebody puts at the social media, you must hear here. How effective you be on the social media for take note of everything?
I don't get the last question. I read the summary, but I don't get the
How
question.
effective you been at the social media for take note of certain things, and because you're not the basically one of the mouthpiece of this government.
Well, of course, if you hear it from His Excellency in campaign messages, them you go simply no say the communication people them na the SLPP, including me, we they do we work. The communication people then are the government, including me, we they do we work because you go imagine, of course, you not go think say the president go then on social media forget all the information.
No, I'm not the president. I'm not the expecter for do so, but I talk about you, for example.
Yeah, that is the point that I'm making, that if the president is disinformed, if the president they able for speak to the issues where they go on at the social media, it simply means say somebody like me and every other person within at the government and party information apparatus where they do we work, because not through Excellency the president
how serious on really day in terms of fighting lawlessness, especially with people them, you know, where they pass some information them way as equivalent to that of Adebayo?
Well, of course, you go also agree with me, say, when it comes to lawlessness, the SLPP, for example, as a political party, now one political party, we don't be very consistent with regards to denouncing violence, with regards to dissociating ourselves with people them we want for bring faith in this country, whether not person, whether not Timni, whether not SLPP, whether not APC, whenever you see anything, including supporters, non-supporters of our party, we want for attempts for breach violence, the evidence are there. You will attest to that. On several instances, society party don't come clearly call out the people that they dissociate themselves from them, put them into some investigations for ensure say that's not to the position of we party, and we party not go ever tolerate violence.
So since you reached out one day, a lot of people get interest on this, including myself. So, you know, I go ask specific questions them and ask when una do actually, you say you una they investigate them and make sure say they not do them things that they get into.
Of course.
Okay, so the first question, one of the person where if you call a name right now, everybody very much aware of what they happen with around a statement them, Austin Johnny, for example. When I don't ever investigate them.
Yes, of course. And you go recall say there was a press statement to the effect where we say somebody we name Austin Johnny, we of course is a known member of our party. We they make some statements, them will not be go down well with the people of this country, will not be go down well with the peace of this country. In as much as Austin Johnny now one of we prominent members them of the party, you be see where we come down heavily on them, we pull a statement, we name and shame them, and we be subject them to investigation.
Because any other person we say something apart from the fact that una go name and shame, I mean, even if you're not in on a party, but as well we'll see CID investigate them, but we'll not see nothing like that from the CID.
Well, not to all matters na CID matter. So if somebody make matters, it is if somebody makes statements when like for example, if I make any inciting statement right now, one, it is the responsibility or the choice of the CID for determine whether or not this
I just
statement
love that particular word day. So if that be the case, I will want follow you here, but because I'm pretty sure you know go see this particular video where they can play, because most of the time where people they do something allegedly for the government, you know, then the video themselves, they're not ashamed, they're not afraid. In fact, they need to do audio, then the video themselves say, we do this thing for this government or for this party, and this not the thing what they go do, and indeed, then they exhibit that kind of thing, and they, but we not go hear it again, they say, okay, we don't investigate this. But still, let me go quick one, Bonf, let me see this particular video where they play, for people and for see this one. And this one, now some big guys them, you know, from the alleged SLPP, we say then they go cause problem at bonds with regards the opposition. Listen this one.
This is Francis Sango. Team Sango C for BO 2023, no runoff. We are now heading to Bont Island. For what damage the remnants of the APC where we don't get them, for what damage them. The system without wipe out APC in upon this street. They go scatter APC in upon this street. They go scatter them. Paupa, Madabio for with this election. Paupa, Madabio for with this election. Paupa, SLPP forget 99.9% upon this street. One country. Paupa. We did. It's a chartered boat, chartered. Yes. One country, one people, one people, one country. Pauper. Mother Bill for win this election. Pauper. No. The last team, then they go scatter the APC in one district. Now we, that the last, this is not the last bounty. Island now. The last bounty in the island. We they go flush the out, the APC. We they go flush the out. Now the Mount Island. Mount Island not meant for APC. No. Already for go scatter APC. You see the boyo? You see the boyo from God to man. Yes. This is not for that. The brother for their pauper. Not for APC at all. The for pauper. Wow, I thank you.
Okay, so that now one. So what we go do now? Let me just listen this other thing. This now the results. The result of the of this, the action where we see, so the result where this come with. I'll just watch this other thing quickly and see the result where it comes quickly. Yeah, as we pay attention to the different things that really happen around the campaign and the election. These are the results.
The places started with the point and this. So I started the campaign at Ozis number 15 Colsey Street. I did this. I started the campaign and I started the kite. See the purple outside, the store outside. You can see it. And the air this. Another hospital, 15 Colsey Street. I started the campaign. The store but community will enter inside right now.
Okay, so and let's just bring you one last something. This is not the picture there. I will actually try
other players, them other stakeholders will they.
Let's just I want to bring you one last audio. But before they bring that audio, Abdul Fonti, what do you make up of this? You hear exactly. You not see the video, but you hear waiting the video the CNT.
Yes, and like how you say exactly, I for be wish are able for see the video because I'm seeing the video now. One way that they were for able, firstly for identify the people and we can talk because now with the social media, anybody can make something. Somebody can even wear SLPP close like I wear SLPP close so and make statements where you think saying statements on behalf of the SLPP but not to SLPP. But when you see face like Fonty, whether I wear SLPP clothes or not, say this now the proud power dude now in this they talk. So there is a difference between just social media video where we go just pick from the social media for somebody we go identify himself as SLPP or not. But the good thing about the SLPP as a political party is that today, na salon. When you talk about mamikos, when you talk about violence, when you talk about people the way they incite war, of course, say not to the SLPP, they come now you mind. Now the APC, because there are several evidences now the social media of people them where they represent the APC, when are even known supporters and executive members of the APC where don't they preach violence.
So let me call two of the names then. I don't call one from Una party, call two of the names the way you are aware of.
Sorry?
Call two names then where you are aware of.
We're aware of.
Yeah, where they perpetrate violence within the APC party.
Within the APC, Adebayo na number one. Adebayo is fighting for the APC. He's been identified as the APC, and the APC not ever pull statements out for dissociate themselves from Adebayo. That is one. CDI Atunis na number two. He has even been subjected to criminal investigation for making statements of violence. The current Secretary General of the APC na three. And all pull statements where and all threaten say and go call on his supporters them for make the jump on a tweet and demonstrate across this country. The list goes on and on.
So that particular statement of the Secretary General, you consider him for being lawlessness?
Of course, because
but the president right now, we don't make the similar statement. Where be the opposition?
Waiting are the exact statements we say.
Okay with the ECSL, the results and other things, them it go call on him people and for come out. Now the same thing the Secretary General of the ECSL.
That statements they whenever you get
yes, you're available, everybody there. Yeah, I know so you don't see him. Fonty, I know you're a very good journalist. You don't see that statement there.
I not say and not say so. I say I not hear him, I not see him yet. That is what
okay.
For answer to waiting I hear and see.
Okay.
So all of they calling on your supporters for jumping at tweets where say the courts, for example, are available to you. Okay. If you get a chance of elections, I think the first option are the courts. Maybe after where the court fail, when are the legal option where you get, you go want for consider other options them of peaceful demonstrations and things like that. But you know, go don't see them 8 days to election or less than that. You they bring concerns them. We go take 5 years for let we solve them. You begin tell the people them say they for do the census back. You begin tell the people them say they for go register back. When in actual fact now you be the call on you supporters, they say let them not register. So you go realize say it's a well calculated and planned something for let we reach to this point where we day. That we they stop with people let them not register, we they stop with people let them not take part by the census. So that close to election, if we see say we they lost the election, we go use that there as an excuse for calling people and for jumping at it. So all of those things. But when you come now to the SLPP also, even when known members of the SLPP, like Austin Johnny, for example, they make statements where we think say no, they go down well to the peace. You see where we come out and condemn them. And even there videos there where you don't see. Trust me, if those are members of the SLPP, me na one person we go condemn them. That is not the position of the SLPP. That does not represent our SLPP. SLPP, as you see, we call on a green, like our way to. Green symbolize progress. Green symbolize peace. Green symbolize go. Unlike red, where they symbolize danger, we go symbolize stop. You know, so there is a vast difference. So because the APC, they shy away from associating themselves with peace, because the APC shy away from associating themselves with progress. Now the reason that they will make defend themselves today. When in actual fact, as we speak, I will tell you say the APC not even able to start their campaign yet. The only possible successful campaign where I see the APC don't hold from when this election starts now yesterday, wherein you see they succeed for able for bring crowds na the street. Although we me, for example, no say the crowds that in a crowds of unregistered voters, we only loyal to Adebayo. We na the other difference than they between the SLPP and the APC crowd, because SLPP I go tell you say 90% of all the crowds the way we they pull na registered voters. As you can see from we campaign trail, we they even reach outside the they say all my ACM voter register and voter ID card up. We they bluff and we they sing per the one they we not register, we they make babuya per them, you know. So that is the difference. We know say we get a message. We know say we don't work for the people of this country. We know say we get a presidential candidate we likable. We know say we get a presidential candidate we sabi answer to questions of the economy. Unlike other people, the way they say na economists, where you ask them about the economy, that they tell you say we Okada rider they ride boom 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 that they kill the economy. We all don't see the videos they did at the social media of Samura Kamara, who say and all prove say you're not able to talk about the economy. And if you're not able to talk about the economy, it means say you're not able to manage the economy. You're not able to talk about price control. It means say if you don't understand the issues we surround price control, we they talk about putting price in woman them. For molest the woman the way they ask you question. When an economist-based question, I believe say the people of Sierra Leone get an easy choice for make this time around. This will be one of the easy elections them where people them get a simple choice between Samora Kamara and Madabio, any side where you put them, you know, any kind judgment where you want judge them, whether na by the way how they talk, whether not about
I can't touch on that area because I remember say at one point you didn't advance, you know, as the communication expert, you know, for talk about certain things there. But in the meantime, I'll just ask you, you see this picture?
Yes, although in the far
yes, who that you seen at this picture?
I see His Excellency the President.
Great. Okay, so now this picture now they play now. Yeah, okay. Now a video. Let's just play quickly for you. Let you hear. So because we be talk about this particular thing just now, but you know be say it, and now I can make you see and listen. Just listen quickly.
7. I will not hesitate to call the people of this country to come out and defend peace, security, and the democracy we have fought for. I didn't fight for democracy alone. This whole nation fought for it.
Okay, so I'm not going to hesitate for calling people and we're not a similar thing of the Secretary General. What do you make up of this?
I beg for disagree, say na the similar thing with the Secretary General of the APC. Because we look at the rhetorics of the APC, their own statements them in quite different. Now for that way, they tell me say
the APC get a concern, then get a concern against the ECSL. So all of the concern against the ECSL say if the ECSL not address the concern, especially with the voter register, then go call on them people them. President Bio in opposition say if you're not satisfied with the way how the ECSL they do things, you not go hesitate. Not the same thing.
Yeah, Madabio is saying he is not going to hesitate to call on his people to defend democracy and peace.
So what in the APC say? Not to
the APC is saying they are holding nationwide demonstrations.
Yeah, not the same.
We're not clear enough. No, listen.
So for call the people and come out, basically now for can demonstrate.
No, there is a vast difference.
So,
and
if
when
you call
talk,
people at election time, anytime you call people for can't defend the democracy, what do you mean?
If I say they call on me people them for can't defend the democracy and the peace, and not tell you say that they come in a street, it is completely different.
Yeah,
if I say they call,
no, come out, not to street, you don't come.
No, I am calling my people to defend the peace and democracy.
You don't left one word out. They call them for come out. And
play am back, lawyer. Yeah. I want to hear from the presidency mouth, and let's tell you what he mean.
Okay. I just get that up for you again quickly. Let's just rewind a small bit and see if
because there is a clear difference between the political
so the word out.
No, why should you defend her? Why should you defend her?
You know, say in we country.
I don't want to clarify for you. I don't want to clarify for now. They give the context back also on which matter be said and day. Because why I tell you say I not see or yeri that's why you be tell me say na so matter say because wait till you be the feel say na so insane not so insane.
No, I'm not the feel for them.
But this why where you play in we don't see them. And I clearly know say Mother Bio not be call on people them for jumping at streets for go demonstrate.
He not being called on them. Ever do that. Say he go call on them.
He go call on them.
You know the same thing APC say. He say he go call on them.
No, not so the same thing. Wait till I tell you what
tell me, please. Tell me.
APC not say that they call on the people them. They instruct the people them for jumping on streets and demonstrate. And when you talk to a society like Sierra Leone, who side before Mother Bio they come, the illiteracy rates be very, very high. You need for be specific. What you they say. Mother Bio is specific that in the call on in people them for defend the peace and democracy. Wait, now they come.
No.
They come.
When you put that word there, now it make the sense in the statement. Put that word there middle lane. I go call them for come out.
Well, I'm not going to put them because I know you're I'm not for that. Say you play them back.
Okay, let play for you back.
I know they put what now the president emotes.
No, we know they put that. Astagfirullah, we know they put that. But let we play them back later. You hear you now? We play them, okay?
To come out and defend peace, security, and the democracy we have in the 27. I will not hesitate to call the people of this country to come out and.
You don't get that now? To come out.
I am going to call on the people of this country to come out to defend the peace and democracy. So now they try for talk. You not just one way to land.
Okay, land.
Mother Bill simply they say in the call on in people there for come out for defend the peace and the democracy. How you they defend peace and democracy? Not so for hold protest in the streets. How you they defend peace and democracy? You can come out and go to the court. That is how you defend democracy. How you defend democracy? No, they come.
No, wait.
So how that the difference now?
How the people in concern for Guna court? Why you call the people in for Guna court?
Now, because the constitution tell you say every Sierra Leonean, you don't even need for being member of APC or SLPP. Every Sierra Leonean, including you, we're not a non-member of SLPP or APC. You get the right now for Guna court and go say you're not satisfied with the electoral process.
We make to Sierra Leoneans then.
No, but Sengbe, just give me 1 more minute. Let's say you now waiting the APC. They say we're different from other people.
Go ahead.
APC then say that they call on the supporters them for demonstrate across the country. And when you tell Solomon say demonstrate across the country, even we will go school now for jumping at street and go broke us. Now for jumping at street and go attack opponents there.
You use that word jumping at street.
Yeah, they for say demonstrate.
Yeah,
you tell them we go on street and demonstrate.
Okay, so now jumping at street.
You not specifically tell me where they go demonstrate for. Because even the people the way they say they go demonstrate, they say they go demonstrate for
I not study English, but don't get the language. Jumping at street na Creole, clean Creole word. In other words, when you put that in English, you say, come out. Or take to the street.
No, jumping on streets, na in the English interpretation of demonstrate.
Oh, not
come
to come out.
Is you, come out. Igbo Ali, if I tell you say come out, like you see, so I say come out. I'm not telling you for go demonstrate too.
So basically, let's look at an example. Okay,
once they come out, I say come out now do. You can come out now do, you peacefully all you placard. I'm not telling you to demonstrate.
Not to protest.
But when you say demonstrate, when you tell Solomon say go on the street and go demonstrate, Ali, just tell me, just tell me, to be honest. If you just tell the people blindly, say jump on the street for go demonstrate because they're not going to give you the data. We people are not even know waiting at this data. I'll pass in a village where they come out this campaign. Me auntie in the support APC. And say it's on data. Now auntie waiting at this data where they say let they give you. And say he will lead us, they say the data. Let they give you. Our people don't even know waiting at this data. So that is what they do. That they float things the way people don't understand and tell us they go demonstrate. So always that me until they ready for now. Now for where red close and go now.
But not to data they say they want for demonstrate for.
Because the data whether they say they want for demonstrate for, you go serve as witness. Say ECSL don't give them. They don't give them the names and the centers where the people them supposed for go vote. And me now one party Sierra Leoneans the way they
I will tell you again, say the data when they give in 2018, the data when they give in 2018 not the same they give in 2023.
Ali, no, I don't know. Also, 2018 data with the car vote. Now I have been talking at the last program.
Now get this. Get this.
This 2022 data.
Let's say this again clearly for you. When they talk about data, now the waiting makeup of the data, the detail. Now the data. When they talk about.
Good. So
that thing when they give in 2018, when they give 2000 and almost 12, not when they give 2023. Always they give at least they give of the centers.
Ali. Me na one party Sierra Leone and them where they wait for make ECSL take me name, address, telephone number, date of birth, and hand them over to politicians then. Make a direct they go to court. Me na one party Sierra Leone.
No, but they use for
when you talk about data, even other parts in the world where you date, I am entitled to my privacy.
No, not in that case.
Say because I don't need for votes.
Not in that case. Not in this case what they talk. In normal, so, it can always be like that, and then the law say them for provide the data, and that.
No law not tell you so. No law not tell you say
so you
for
can
disclose.
You can go.
No law not say for disclose personal details of people. Ali, the part the part of the country you say you the part of the country you say you say go tell you say ponti in address. Me address. Who's you don't so I talk to you right now. In this kind of toxic politics where we did in our salon. Now then you want for make ETSL go give, for let people know me address, let people know me telephone number, let people know me date of birth. I never wait for ETSL for take them for go to court. Because no law not tell them so. The law say for give data to political parties. Now for the purposes of counting, election is just a game of numbers. Now the purpose of counting and identifying. So if you watch that, you don't see Usman Fode Yansane, and Usman Fode Yansane is a registered number. You don't need an address. Go on that list and see. If you don't see Usman Fode Yansane, you don't say they don't eliminate her from the data. If I go on that data, then go watch. I don't see Abdul Karim Fonti Kabia. When I'm wondering get that name in this country, I don't see they don't eliminate me from the data.
Okay, so
you don't understand.
At the same
but
time, if you go on the register, you see Ali Usise, for example. Ali Usise, you get past 1,000 Ali Usise.
You get past 1,000 Ali Usise. When you see Ali Usise na that data, you see pulling center number. Ali, you dey know say na you own this.
No,
because if you don't go verify.
No, you don't know Ali.
Ali, you be don't go verify.
If I not to black and white, now born and white. Now one. Number two, and if you can't put, for example, Ali Usise with me face no day, how then go know say na me? Then get for put the date of birth where it illegal. Then get for put for example the NIN where they be ask for illegal.
Aliyu, let them find a way how they want to do them. Wait till me know no more.
Okay, if they find a way now, what's now?
I always tell you, say me not so spokesperson for ECSL.
No, we don't talk about that.
How they do them for let the political parties them able to identify people them and not get any problem with that. But waiting the law say, where the law grants me privacy to me personal data. I believe say no institution no get that right there for give me personal data to anybody without me express consent.
Now you self the threatening ECSL.
Yes, yes, I threaten them for going to court because that is what Democrats do. That is what people them way respect law and order they do. where the law say
So if
ECSL no
you
get right
threat
for
in
putting
ECSL and you
the
get
personal
right to
details out.
you threat because now you data you they talk about, you get right to that. So if them
Yes.
self there is a concern, why una not go allow them for let them concern go on?
Now, because firstly, me know the kind of rights where they talk about. I don't give you specifics.
they all
I'm talking
right
about my
right?
personal information. Waiting APC they talk about, they just they raise concerns for play on the minds of people them. We not even get understanding about this. Even me auntie why end up for joke and say, Ibo, the data easy. I say Africell or QCell, I they go take data, I can't give you. England in begin and say, hey, and come out to some data. You know, we people are not even understand what it is that they can put there. So that is just the point. They just want for play on the minds of we people them, for send them a street, for go demonstrate, for where they not even know about. So when they go hold them now and go put them in a court, they go to behind the dock, you don't even know what you demonstrate for now. So we people that they take go to jail. And we don't want that from we people them. Now that's make matter be 1 year ago.
Why possible for go to jail if you demonstrate? Why if you go to jail if you demonstrate? And not
why they go to jail if you demonstrate?
Why for go jail?
Because the law say you not get right for demonstrate without you not take permission to the police.
But you know,
and if you don't ask 21 days,
then they talk to the police already. Why you talk about jail where they're not done with the police yet?
Well, they not even get time. The law say 21 days.
No.
You
72 hours. These IGP put in the letter.
Ali.
Yes, sir.
Where you write the police, as the law say, for write them officially, for tell them say I want for whole demonstration. They tell you say the police for respond to you in writing. And you go they wait till land let people they understand.
Because you know for use the wrong word. They say procession, not a demonstration.
Whether it's procession or demonstration, you not get right for going on street with people then without inform the police.
Why if the police then say 72 hours, why you can't stress on 21 days?
Okay, well, law agree say the police say 72 hours. Law agree.
Yes.
Based on what you say, I take you on your word.
Not waiting me say, based on what the police say.
No, well, law just agree on that.
Yes.
For say 72 hours.
Yes.
But that law there, you also know say the law tell you say the police suppose for write you, for give you permission. True or false?
Yes.
The police will respond in writing. So if the police not responded in writing, then you jump on the street, you say you go protest or you go process or you go demonstrate for data. Waiting and they tell you don't broke law. And when you broke law, the consequences of a criminal offense now for go jail. And we know allow people they go to jail. Now that make they take the time for sensitize them.
This not to you question, but I will ask you. 72 hours ultimatum for the ECSL and the APC get the next plan. What do you think about this 72 hours and the next step of the APC?
All that then are the things them way are just deeper highlights. That the APC is just playing on the minds of the people. Trust me, if Mother Bio gets any cause for issue out any ultimatum right now, and go tell you say where this ultimatum expire, if we not do what I want, now this are they do. But for let you just come out and say you give 72 hours ultimatum, and after that you go take the next steps. 72 hours don't expire. Now another 24 hours we don't put pants up this so. Say today the APC not talk to the people them. So then they simply tell you say there is the possibility that the DEPA quietly feed the people their messages them on the ground. That this is not the message of the PA. Because the PA, the 72 hours don't expire. So anytime you go tell me auntie now maybe they wait for let the 72 hours expire. And you tell us now this the PA don't say. Me auntie go do one. So that in itself is criminal of the APC. For make the 72 for make the one for let them give 72 hours ultimatum and they not tell you exactly what will happen afterwards and for make the ultimatum expire and over 24 hours now 48 hours will they go so they not say anything. It is dangerous.
You know say the peace commission and the police now they don't call them to a meeting today this afternoon.
Now yesterday they called it the 72. Not today they called that meeting. Yes. 72 hours expired on was it Sunday? Yeah, it expired on Sunday. Good. Not so even Sunday evening. Now Sunday 4 o'clock. Because now Sunday 4 o'clock, Samuel Kamara give us 72 hours.
Good. Let's say 4 o'clock. But before the 4 o'clock, police and peace commission don't send letter to them say we want meeting with you now for discuss on this too or not.
Then before police and PPRC send that letter, Samuel Kamara be get 3 days determining that 72 hours ultimatum. They for tell the people they say if the 72 hours expire and they not give you the data and they not go do the census back and they not do this, we they call on the supporter there for do A, B, C, and
so
D. You don't leave that vacuum. You don't leave that vacuum.
But according to your own spokespeople, them say that's not how leader they speak. You know, they just jump like for say you know get aid. You do things systematically. The 72 hours don't expire.
So that is the whole point.
And they wait for them.
That is the whole point. Speaker no leader not just they speak so. And I make I tell you say me president who are no saying a leader. If you want to give 72 hours ultimatum, and go don't know already waiting at the next steps if
so
they not do one. And go talk. Sorry.
You know if you say they don't know waiting at the next step.
Then no. And the danger in them not saying it, now in the criminal intent where they tell you about. Because they definitely know what they want to do after the 72 hours. So because they're not voice them out, that they mean say now that they left their supporters them and their members them and the Adebayo for giving out instructions after that 72 hours. Then Adebayo is giving instructions now. And we all know what's in the affiliation and the link where Adebayo gets with the APC and their supporters. So if you just give 72 hours ultimatum and then you left vacancy, that vacancy then him Adebayo they use now for giving your instructions, where the people know say the instructions of Adebayo are the same as the instructions of Samura Kamara. Because all waiting Adebayo be done they talk by Creole, now Samura Kamara can read by English. You don't understand? So all man know say are the same people them. All man know say Adebayo more for face Samura and Konopo for. Samura more for Adebayo and Konopo for. Now the same people them. And just tell like right now where you know say where Mother Bio talk, now Fonty I don't talk. Where Fonty don't talk, now Mother don't talk. Because with statements they're not going to be different. Now the same cause with the pursue.
I'm glad you talk about this. Let me ask you the statement of Mother Bio. I listened to him yesterday, you know, na Moyamba, and I listened to him again I think na Calbaton 2 times. One is tell the woman themselves, the woman and vote for SLPP, that means say they're not good for themselves. Yesterday, tell people themselves they vote for the SLPP, means say they not like them set the country and they not like them picking them.
Me and you know exactly say that was a slip of tongue. And every month I'm away they eat pepper and solve the mistake. How
slip of tongue they come out from the heart.
Ali. How do you expect Mother Bio to tell people that they not vote for SLPP?
But slip of tongue they come out from the heart.
Sorry?
Slip of tongue they come out from the heart.
No, it's not possible, Ali. I'll slip of tongue will come from the heart. First thing why you read and do.
So basically, that part of his statement from the heart. That part of his statement, they took them. Part of his statement, you not feel say it don't create some impact in the campaign as well?
Yes, you don't create some positive impact in the campaign.
Against the SLPP for the APC.
No, but again, what you don't understand that SLPP in one country, one people. So sometimes we know if even me right now I come out at Inapsi when I vote for APC, the people they get a choice already where they don't make, which is the choice. So
make that statement the lawyer.
Sorry.
Make that statement the lawyer.
I'm not going to sabi safe, you know, because you know. Because I only go make that statement today by mistake, by slip of tongue, where we all know say that ain't happen. But would I any right common sense go think say Mother Bio go say when I not vote for SLPP? Boy.
You say right common sense.
If you tell me say Samura Kamara get the tendency for make that statement today from his heart. Say when I not vote for APC, when I vote for SLPP, I will believe you.
So because why you don't believe you leader? Why? Because you say no, anything will come out from Mother Bio come out from you. 2 times you don't talk to them and not vote for SLPP.
Then I don't tell you say all 2 that time they didn't slip of tongue.
So why you for believe waiting Samoa go say for let vote for SLPP? You know go believe your own leader we already don't talk him.
I go believe because I know deep down in heart say Samura Kamara says no say APC not good for this country and Mother Bio na the only choice for now. So Samura say I know say it's coming from the heart. That will be the first time. That will be the first time when Samura Kamara go don't talk from his heart.
Okay. You know this word Mother Bio don't depend for the rest of in campaign and now in the campaign now for the APC. Say let people not vote for the SLPP. But you say no na slip of tongue. But if na Samura talk na from the heart. But you just don't confirm say we first slip of tongue from the heart.
You know it's how they try for do so. Now for let people not laugh you. Now for that how they clarify.
Okay, yes, I know. I would love for let them laugh me rather than they laugh you when I'm a guest. I would really love for let them laugh me because they know me already than they laugh you when I'm a guest.
Exactly. That's the point. Because Sengbe Pierre, like, is a sane Sierra Leonean. He's a credible, independent journalist.
Yes,
so
at the same time, that's how they sabi Abdul Fonti from that person where they talk something from the righteous point of view. So I know one for me they laugh you as well.
Okay, then now that make I tell you say when Madabio talk, now Fonti don't talk.
Okay.
When Fonti talk, now Madabio don't talk. Until Fonti say something and Madabio dissociates himself from man. That's when you know say this not so the same talk lady part talk. So if I don't give you that background day, and I don't tell you say that statement where Madabio make for say if people vote for SLPP, then all like this country here. I don't tell you now say me indirectly we make that statement. I don't tell you say na mistake we mistake, na slip of tongue. Then you still they say no, na campaign with the campaign for the APC.
Because now what you say, now what you say, honestly, okay, you want to tell me this now? Say you want to tell me this say, Madabio, you want to tell me say Madabio love APC?
Of course, Madabio love APC.
So now make now in the campaign for APC.
But now that make I know let them laugh you for let you say because Madabio like APC when I responsibility as a president for like APC, SLPP and everybody for say that they go interpret to campaigning for the APC. No, now Samuel Kamara no more go talk that day and then we're all glad. But if you talk
way go talk that the way you want to talk that ain't not agree for talker, ain't not go talker.
No, what you know they say is that if Samura in talk we go understand because we know him for talk
because
things
Samura in love APC, SLPP.
Everybody's supposed to love all the political parties also, but there is a difference between loving and then campaigning for.
Okay.
I will love you as a Sierra Leonean, but I'm not going to love you for let you can spoil this country.
Okay.
So that is the difference. So campaigning for, the campaign for let the person come hold the helm of affairs. Same way how we be mistake 40 years ago, where we put Samuel Kamara in charge of the economy. We make we fend we fend we so. And Madabio talk yesterday. Say it don't take 5 years. 30 days they pa clean dirty water. 30 days they pa clean no more the negative footprint of the APC in this country.
So since
5 years.
That point, let's ask you one question quickly. And this one, after this, I will ask you one last question with regards to the lands ministry. I get interest in that area there because land business na my own area, my passion down there, you know. And now we talk about cleaning the image. You know, and one interesting thing, the ACC, they get a lot of scores, you know, from the international community, you know, but a particular case, the way the government not handle, not touched it this time, like 3 years in the council now, where they not touch, nobody not bring to book, nobody, they not ask question on that. We not say the president, no, we know the way they go prosecute them because they get that blanket, you know, where they cover them, where nobody not go prosecute them for now, okay? So, but waiting they happen now with regards to the audit report of 2020, where you know the audit report the point finger on the office of the president, say them falsify receipts, you know, and other things. Them waiting now. Anti-corruption know of the case, but now they not call nobody. Ask them the last time on this same platform, then say they not bring nobody yet where they don't ask question. And the president, because of a very much concern about corruption, instead of not send nobody to the ACC like what they do initially on the issue of the rest case, not suspend nobody and all. What they happen with that case there?
Ali, I hope say you know the difference between State House, the ACC, the audit office, and the likes. The audit reports when they talk about the office of the president be done clear enough with their statement.
So tell me, let me get that clear because I cannot get them. Let just understand.
The office of the president has denied any wrongdoing as far as that audit here is concerned. So if you get any further questions, like how they say, maybe you would want to refer those questions to the ACC.
No, not to ACC. Maybe. Sorry, waiting I want to get from you, please, because you did a State House and you're not spokesperson. And most time where the office of the president denied their wrongdoing and they from that side because we know ever hear.
Well, if you know about area, and I myself they do so right now. I am a communication strategist in the office of the president, and I tell you say the office of the president has done no wrong in that audit here. So that is the position. Like I will tell you, that's the position.
So why the
of
ACC and the audit service for give bad name to the office of the president? Because after where the audit service come and say this now the things them the allegation against the office of the president, ACC come and say yes we see them, we don't look at them. The only thing the president not good but we investigate other people. More after that time the ACC come back and say they don't investigate nobody. So why you say now they don't clear that and they will not hear nothing?
So then they simply they tell you say because nobody was prosecuted, and simply tell you say there was no wrongdoing. At the end of the day,
ACC 2 months ago not tell me say wrongdoing or they do. Then say then still they try for put things in place for investigate. They not say wrongdoing or they do.
Well, wait for the long. Why they rush?
No, but I tell you now you office. Now make they put them to you now.
Okay, so Ali, if somebody tell me say me not thief man, right? And me for go tell the prosecutor say can investigate.
Okay, so since you don't talk, I love for let you pitch me something and let her draw you to another thing. Since you don't talk, say you wait for example, somebody alleged say you not thief man, not to you for tell the prosecutor waiting if for do anything. And you not get any, for come out and give report to the prosecutor for let them take by that report anything.
But the prosecutors they don't tell you say they institute an investigation. True or false?
They say they still
I just want they don't tell we say that they institute an investigation. True, right? No, not to say ACC.
No, ACC said they're not going to investigate the president, but then go look at things that inside it. But stay now, there's nothing in place.
No, Pierre, ACC not ever say that. No, or if they don't say that,
they're not say waiting.
ACC say they know they investigate the office of the president.
They not say the office, the president.
But there was no accusation against the president in the audit report. So how did they go investigate the president?
If you go into the response from the scope, it said it do everything in relation, a consultation with the president.
Hello, the audit report where we make the allegations. There is no allegation against the president. So if ACC say they know they investigate the president, we may not even hear himself.
You not be listening to the press conference for hearing that?
Sorry?
You not be listening to the press conference of ACC on that?
But how ACC go investigate presidents where they not say presidents do bad? What in the audit report say, if I can reiterate them, is that the office of the president gets questions them for answer too. There is a difference between the office of the president and His Excellency the President. So let we not mix them. That office of the president, na so Samoa Kamara de perfect for. So it means say tomorrow Samoa Kamara, if the people ever want time for be president, and go occupy that office there. So Samoa is different from Madabio. So if Madabio do any wrongdoing, then they say Madabio don't do wrongdoing. But if they say the office of the president, that means saying that the administrative wing of the office of the president that they talk about.
You correct. So but you listen what I say as well. The scope say all the decision we then take them in consultation with the president. That make it be part of the people the way they did it. In the audit report, did it? Go back and check the audit report.
Well, I have not seen that.
You not see the 2020 audit report?
I have not seen the statement.
The official response from State House.
I don't read them past 3 terms.
Why you not see that?
And I know see them for some strange reason, except so the highlights and so now. So in my mind, some few I don't read 3 terms. Where I go say I don't read that religiously. I go just fit in a fictitious statement. Maybe you yourself not to stay and fine.
No. Or maybe not. And I will tell you exactly the exact word.
Yeah, give me the exact quote.
Then say, I want follow me people understand. The meeting them where they all for Seka, either they forget extra per diem and other things them. The scope say then consult the president on that and it give them go ahead.
No scope not they ever say that me I vouch for that. If you ever get that
audit report, where are you?
Oh, pull them up, Ali. You don't see him. Me not see it.
Yes, so let's go.
What of proof is on you?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Me not see him. And in all day.
Okay.
And they say the scope, state chief of protocol in the office of the president will never make a statement like that. Like what you say so.
You know what? I think we get one more program before the end of the campaign, and we've been talking about that.
Yeah, no problem. Please.
So I'll come down there.
Another program.
I'll call down the lowest because you know why we call this? Not for any hard feelings. We want to let it very clear to everybody. We need Sierra Leoneans to understand exactly waiting at this allegation because that allegation was big.
The allegation was big, but then there is no merit to it. Well, several years we not see anything come out of that.
So Fonty not be able to tell we say merit not there on that.
No merit, zero.
No, Fonty will tell me that until.
There is zero. I know the office where they work. I know how the fiscal and financial prudence whether office they operate
Okay,
on.
so now if you don't waste time on that, and let's just ask you the last question because you be saying they take long, but interestingly the conversation don't take you long.
You don't what I'm supposed to forget. Against that meeting, but still they will after this conversation.
Yeah, so fine. I'm glad that you don't stay. The conversation, not to me only on the conversation. Let's talk about the land. As soon as they give land to keke riders, to bike riders, to different people in the form of a raffle. Why this?
And then you see, but guess what me see?
Waiting.
I see His Excellency the President fairly treating his people. I see His Excellency the President, His Excellency the President, they distribute national resources for the first time in the history of this country without asking which political party where you belong, without asking which tribe where you belong, without asking which region where you belong. That they happen for the first time in this country. You know, for make you get a president where they give land to Sierra Leoneans. Without, you know, one for no if not party picking or not. Because ordinarily, you know, it makes sense at times some of we be they jealous because the waiting APC they don't use we for.
I just
you
want
know,
to ask you, say when we go get we own them now.
Sorry.
I just want to ask when we go do one for we now. We all land them.
Well, I don't know why you not be applied during the table will be doing for journalists them. But there was a specific one for journalists there.
Okay.
And journalists they apply. And a good number of journalists
and the
get.
question where a lot of people get this is a good thing, and honestly, me love the idea and I clap for that. That's a very good thing. But the question where people ask now, oh, you don't give us a land, but you not get money, you not get job for able for develop that land there. Two things will happen. One, it's either end up for sell them, or two, after today tomorrow it don't take long, you know, able for develop them, then take them back my hand because we see how then they do land grabbing and other things them will happen.
So now that make from the onset of their full year, we tell the people them waiting at the rules them way attached to the land.
We all understand.
That's number one. If you before you even apply for take part in this raffle, you for no say you get the capability for develop that land there within 3 years. Because we're in a situation whose the demand is high and the resources are scarce. So if we put land out, they put them out for the Sierra Leoneans, they don't reach that level for saying in the next 3 years they will able to develop them. Because you don't want to give land to somebody we not able to develop them, like how you they say that land they don't idle. When somebody like Sengbe Pierre, he already gets the money from the WEAD program when they do for develop that land there, and you deprive them of that land.
Get the money from WEAD?
Hey, bro, big money they make so. Lord not support that.
Hold on. No, talk about that. Nothing other than the eye. So how they get the money from WEAD?
Yeah, Lord not talk about that.
This now we had, and interestingly, anything we talk to family member, they want to know how. And we not get hide padel because even when you get you picking for be very much honest and transparent with them. So with family members, they will very much sometimes you don't hear something. How they get money?
Okay, so Pierre, you need evidence. Let's show people the evidence right now.
Go ahead.
You red lip. You tell me you be the drag now. All the get this black lip.
We had to give me the red lip.
Listen, sense of prosperity. So not another example then. The say will all be the drag, you not be the plants. Now you the plants.
No, be the plants for one time. No, I be the plants.
It blow the say will be sabi you.
Yeah, be the plants for one time. But they go with yourself at 98.1. One time, yes.
Pierre, me I no ever.
Yeah, you know go see them all the time. You cannot all time with the plants.
Plant self now that plants where some people not be they want see that 10 day. Say look this they don't fight. Alright, now where they plants that's where they work now it says.
Okay, so now the way this how they get money. Anyway, if you get any money, allow me can clear to you. Maybe you want to know. Any money will get ya. We family. You get me? Let's just make a first before you go. You get me? No, wait. Before you go, let's tell you now how to get money. You see family members there.
Respond after I don't talk.
No, wait. You don't talk already. Go ahead. You want to talk more? Go ahead.
Yeah, I say something that the statements where I say they make money from WEAD, that was just a joke. Like. I don't get any evidence to the effect. It was just me joking.
No, but I want to tell you now how they make money. At least let me. You know, you see family members the way they watch right now. If I tell them say right now, I want money, then they give me.
Okay.
And I tell them plain one say I want money for buy this tissue, then they give me for that. I want money for provision, and they give me. You know, not all we need a target say Fonty can give me. But as I say, hey, right now, I don't get thing for it too, then they give me. Because they want for later continue for work for them. So
exactly. So it means that right, you see now joke maybe the joke no more say they make money per we had, but
no, I just tell you no more because this not a thing where they secret, you know. Now so we they get money.
No, not so secret. And at the same thing, where some people go say, once you they eat money right now, this and that, I'm working for it, you know, like I'm being paid legally for do the work what they do. So not so like na thief for the thief or anything.
No, but after your office, after you come out of office, you not journalist, me not journalist, we will get for look at your contract and other things then.
I will be happy.
But isn't that $10,000 that they pay for month?
Yeah, but I wish I get that day, bruh.
And you per diem, for example, anytime you go upline in a UN per diem $500.
Wow. But you know, said the government's per diem, you know, past 800,000 per diem.
No. Government per diem different from state house per diem.
Waiting?
It's different.
No.
They give the UN quota.
No, sir. No, not a UN quota state house they deal with, sir. Now the government
because we see Keke Tomayun, for example.
No, well, whatever you see, I cannot comment on that. I
cannot say no comment on that. And that's you say after office we go talk about that.
Yeah, and they above me pay grade for talk about some things that we are not see or things we are not know about. Okay. What I know is that funding per diem for go upline or reach 1 million per day. And all man know now public details than they. You know, all man know waiting at the communication salaries. Now state house. All man know. So all of those things.
I don't know. Let we all know now today.
Well, there is right to access information.
And just read that. Now, we don't officially, unofficially, we don't need for Gobi. Abdul Fontin and man with very much transparent. What's the communication in salary?
you know what's in the right to access information, say right?
Yes, but then in that kind of strict protocol, and you know the day.
And you also know. No, listen. You also know what's in limitations for giving information. Yes. Like how I tell you, like how
ECS information when I classified information, information.
No, I don't feel say me salary fall under classified information.
So if you don't classify, so tell me now.
There are procedures way for use. You go able use them for some good purpose. I don't know the people that they talk to here, and you know what's in the procedure.
You know them because you vote and they talk to so right now.
No, I cannot tell you that without having to go through the procedure. It's the office of the president, my brother.
Oh, no. Now, okay. Office of the president, okay. Frontier office of the president, okay.
But you don't see the audit reports them, right? The auditors them, they get access to the information they did. Now, for ask them.
No,
you know, then are the authority there for put out the information they did.
I don't want to go to the auditor them. I want to talk to Frontier.
Yeah, because you not to trust them.
It's very much okay for pass information to the people because a law for the people are not there in the dark. Because right now, waiting you don't make the people they don't get. Then they begin go, not done the what? This they begin say 25,000 and they pay 20. This goes so you see.
No, but you know say down the back self fine. A fine sometimes so that the thing saying
like so you love where information they go on, we're not correct.
No, but like it's not my responsibility for waiting somebody want for think. Me your responsibility now for just do me work what they do and we months done they pay me the legal salary. We are supposed to
follow discuss issue and follow ask you question, NT. So if I ask you question now, you for answer. If you not answer, then waiting go on. Now your responsibility as well.
Okay, ask me about
last salary.
What's in my salary? It's private, sir. I don't answer your question, right?
Well, it left to the now, then go take it. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, let's let you go meeting. Anything that you want for talk before you go? You get 2 minutes for do you campaign if you want.
I think say Sierra Leoneans they na a very critical position right now. Where with man they called where with man go say we dey at a crossroad. You know, and that crossroad now that junction, also you get several road there for pass. So we didn't assign now not to campaign against them for the campaign because we know say the people of this country know better. The people of this country, we SLPP and APC not get nothing again for tell the people them because we all don't get opportunity for SAG. So the people them already know waiting our legacies them. The people them already know waiting our bad side them. They know waiting our good side them. So this now all waiting we they call on the people of this country now for choose a presidential candidate outside of color. Choose presidential candidates outside of tribe. Me, for example, I go vote for Madabio, not so because I mean SLPP. I go vote for because Madabio
don't come and take care of we picking them. They pay school fee for we picking them without asking them which tribe where they belong, which region where they belong, which political party where they belong. Mother Bio don't come and don't give woman them that 30% quota where they be done they ask for. All this while, whether you not SLPP woman or APC woman, and don't give you one. Mother Bio don't come and don't first say salon respect don't go say now we don't get seats in the United Nations Security Council. Mother Bio don't come and don't ensure say and don't protect the kingdom of this country more protection than the kingdom don't ever get in this country. So now this Mother Bio me they go vote for and for the reasons here. And I done there one make Sierra Leone and they look at. Let we forget their names here, Mother Bio, Samora Kamara, APC, SLPP. At this point, let we forget about their names there so. Let we look at the party where go ka better we. Let we look at the presidential candidates where go ka better we. So mean that appeal then I appeal against to the people of Sierra Leone. Look at Mother Bio, compare Mother Bio and record them. You put Samora Kamara and record them and judge them. Look at the APC record, you look at the SLPP record, and you put them also and judge them. Because we all not get nothing for tell the people them again. And one reason that day, because APC no say, they not get any message like when we don't catalog so the good thing the way Mother Bio don't do. APC not able to catalog anything with Samora Kamara don't do. Because they say, hey, this man an economist, it's everybody economy. Ask them about specifics, like what I don't show you, so what I don't highlight specifically. The guru Mother Bio don't do. They're not go able to give you any specifics. So because they not get that message there, now then they make them distract you. Okay. Now then they make way funny talk about women's empowerment. Adebayo they come in cost funny mama. When somebody talk about the free quality education, we Mother Bio don't sponsor, they see they not they respond. So then they simply they tell you say we not to lie with a lie. Because if not lie with a lie, you they able for take on we and come with alternative facts. Okay, so but because we know they lie, and that make you they see people that they cause and people that think say the only option now for make we fed. So we know they fed again at this country, and I want to use this final opportunity for reiterate the call of His Excellency the President for call on Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma for dissociate himself from Adebayo and denounce Adebayo. So then they will be good for her.
You don't count and they will ask you question.
No,
you know who can left all now people in mind. You don't count something and they ask you question. So why Ernest Bai Koroma for say Adebayo no ever sabi no be famboy not to independent or not, and then but several things and the way now the president not able to take responsibility of them things in there.
Well, you make her feel same a journalist. I say I will actually first waiting at that thing the way the journalist not take responsibility.
No,
the president not take responsibility for.
Paremba would not take McKinney not say
how? I don't understand.
Ever say sorry to people on that.
Because he was supposed to.
Yes.
He was supposed to.
And then cities in them. Any one loss of life very much important.
There is something where we call law and order, maintenance of law and order.
No give any right to anybody for do extrajudicial killing.
Ali, the responsibility where the states get, if you be the follow Fatima Bio in messages them now the north, especially the north, outside the APC get the tendency for able to incite people them. The one great message where Fatima Bio go with day. Now for big comrade them, let them talk to the picking them, let them not violate, let them not come into confrontation with the law. Because there are no listen
no,
me,
Ali.
Down
there to talk. Take
no,
it for example. Let's just give you this thing.
If there is any instance,
I'll give you an example. Somebody will come out clearly as a terrorist. Go and shoot people them. Guess what? The police they not go and shoot her instantly. They're not going to shoot them. Then chase them. Even when they see it shoot, they not shoot them because it turned him back. They not shoot them. But we see recently, 2 days ago, even when people left for Dona Water, police and soldier man they fire back behind him back and then die. But not the way the president don't ever come out and say, okay, this thing where they happen, we not give police everything there, we go investigate them or something. No.
Thank Pierre.
Sir.
In better way, you don't give example. Let me say give example for answer to this question.
Right.
The example of terrorists.
Go ahead.
You don't want the president of America don't apologize for the terrorists the way they kill.
So you they call the people them terrorists now?
It's a question where I ask you. You don't ever
non-terrorists them what they talk about. These are citizens protesting against things that they're not glad with.
What I am telling you is that that thing that they still under investigation. So you don't expect me to comment.
We don't ever hear any investigation on that.
You know, but you don't see the statement them and the panels the way they set up for investigating.
I didn't talk about the recent one hold on past 2 days ago. Nothing, nobody not talk about that.
2 days ago on where?
The 13th Muaf.
What's happened there?
They shoot 2 people in the water.
What I shoot there?
The security sector, the security personnel.
Why they shoot there?
You not see that?
So we don't get all the details here.
No. Okay, let me ask you a question.
What I'm saying
because you know they for ask question about that, and I'm going to ask you a question. Let's ask you this question.
Yes.
Why the security sector then shoot them?
I would not know.
Why they run after them and shoot?
I would not know.
What did not happen with the body there now?
I would not know.
You're a government spokesman.
Good. So now that make they tell you say as a government spokesman, government's not a social club. You know what I mean? Say as they shoot somebody under Ponty for Cam States and can't say now this easy make the shooter.
No, you don't need for say the reason, but you see the video, right? You see the video.
I have not seen it, sir.
You know go see him, I know that. I be just no say you know go see him. You not journalist, and you not journalist. I know the kind of journalist who they talk to. And I know how critical you be. And I know how very much robust you be in terms of information.
Say this na journalist, when they say something, where you know get authority for say.
Now you not get authority for say that. That means not to see you not say an authority you not get for say.
I have not followed. Trust me.
You just don't tell me say you not get authority for say something on that.
Sir. You not to somebody where they swear, but if I have to swear,
no, you don't need to. The only swear we get for put now power politician them. Now that swear where they act instantly. You know how they call that thing there. That way Karafilu.
Ali. Sir.
You know the answer self how they call you.
No, because I get respect for you. Nothing not the change Sunday.
Sengbe Pierre. Ponty no they ever comment on things where I'm not fully briefed. That is the person where you know me for.
Different from not seen.
So the particular more
make it clear. Now you don't get authority for talk about that, but you don't see.
No, this is not just about and the authority emanates from the fact say with my whole life I dey hear about that issue there for the first term.
Okay, so
for some strange reason.
Now we not
No, we're not a left arm because it also has to do with my credibility and integrity as a journalist. So I want to tell you, say, in as much as I go know 99,
left the journalist part,
in as much I will know 99% of issues where they happen as alone. This will be among that 1% of issues that we are not know.
You know, because now every question I ask you, we get for do with video or audio, you not see yet.
Yes, and where I see you
okay, so let's ask you this last one, and then I left you for go now. Tolombo no go see ya. So, but wait, you still get the mind.
I know the question where they be ending.
So you feel say the president still get the mind for singing that song there?
Why not?
Wow! Part 200,000 Tolombo no this today, now na 700,000. He still get the mind and courage.
Thank Pierre.
Sir.
The world is not static.
No. Na price
no, they come. The world is not static. So if you are using that day for George, I go tell you say where honest by Chroma become rest now 40,000, he left at 200,000.
No,
it means
60,000 now. President Bio say 60,000.
It means say things change.
And almost
the world they change.
140,000 in 10 years, according to 11 years.
The difference between the angry way Tolombo left, that was self-inflicted. Now, as a result of thief and corruption, make the people be angry. This fire so now it's not self-inflicted. It's global. You go Ghana, now the same thing. You go Liberia, now the same thing. You go US, now the same thing. Sorry.
We don't ever the plant there yesterday in the country.
Which one?
The yesterday what it's so right now. What they buy 700,000.
Of course, you know the investments where the new direction governments they make right now in terms in agriculture. We make now the reason that they make we so proud for telling the people of this country this time around now food we prioritize.
It tell we say in 2023 then we don't get self-sufficient. In fact, rest will come from the rest the way they plant. But no, see not one bag yet.
You know see I'm yet? Well, some say this back fall under the category of things in our social media where you self possibly not see it. So I make a tell you say, no mean say because you don't see it.
You don't also
no, yeah, that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. And what they tell you, what they confirm to you is that agriculture and investment, not so for kind of packets rest them and begin put them out. You have to invest first.
You know what I love
and you see the kind of investments where we don't make. And we don't tell you now with authority say from 2023 going forward, we don't get excuses again because we don't make sufficient investment in agriculture. We then now on a stage now where we can begin reap now.
Okay,
we then at harvest stage.
Please just listen this, yeah. You know what I love about you? Anything you talk, you give me more time for ask you question. And interestingly,
no, but we're not going to do this program forever.
No. Between me and you, the discussion not boring. Solo left and Ayaso at this point, and I want to tell you thank you. Go only meeting. We'll catch up again another day.
Many thanks, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
All right, in name now Abdul Fonti Kabia, we join me inside the program. Follow we talk about things them way, not against them of the government and other things them, and things them again we don't try for defend or no say the Koreans. I don't know what you go say the Koreans sour a rotten or the Koreans good to the sweet. I don't know. Left to now. Thank you very much. My name is Sembe the Freedom Fighter. Don't forget to like and share the program. And for you who not subscribe yet, please consider for subscribe. Yeah, thank you very much to the one who don't subscribe. One more time, me Sembe the Freedom Fighter. God bless you, country Sierra Leone, where we call we are.